Oh, hey folks, how you doing there? Coming to you today on Tuesday, August 23rd. And today's point is going to be, well, I wish I could give you guys a demo, but unfortunately, it seems to have, it's like, okay, it flew the coop, all right? What I did was Mrs. Dude and I went, of all things, we went to that dreaded, horrendous, horrible, nasty, icky, terrible place that liberals always scream, whine, and complain about, Walmart. Now, of all things, one of my buddies, I'm gonna put the link down here. The Real Cobra Burnout did a video, and he was talking about, of all things, he was saying that essentially his title was the $7 Ozark Tumbler Beer Test. Now, exactly what the product is it's a product called Ozark Trail. Now, Ozark Trail in Walmart is pretty much kind of like going to GM and saying, I'm looking for Chevy. I mean, it's just their brand, all right? They got these tumblers, and they're very, very well constructed. What they truly are is that they are a double wall construction with a vacuum in between of stainless steel with I want to say like a really kick-ass polymer lid that goes on board. It is very, very helter stout. It is very well constructed, and it sounds and looks distinctly, kind of feels like very much like something that sounds a little bit like Yeti. That's right. It's very much like the Yeti $40 tumblers, but the kicker is they have a couple sizes available. They have a 20 ounce, which is pretty much your standard regular size tumbler, nothing crazy there, and they have a 30 ounce. Well, I got Mrs. Dude the 30 ounce, and we were playing around with the thing, and she said, okay, I'm going to put some ice in it, and I'm going to take it to work. So, literally, I watched her load the thing up with ice and go to work. Like, in the morning, bye, off to work, blah, 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 blah. Came back later in the day, and she's like, honey, this thing is sick. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? She goes, look. Later in the day, it still had some, not a lot, but it still had some ice. I was like, did you put any more ice in that? She goes, no. What I did do is I filled it up with cold water, read like out of the temperature 3 times. So literally, it held enough cold in there that the ice didn't just go, completely melt out. Now, she got the 30 ounce, which pretty much goes about the same kind of thickness as the base, as the 20 ounce, and then it goes kind of fat, like like the double big gulps or the super gulps or whatever the hell they call them at this point, but the double gulps where it kind of has like just enough of a diameter to fit into your cup holder in your car, and then it goes and just kind of stretches out like 3 times diameter or 2 times diameter, whatever the hell it is. But the 30 ounce is only a few more bucks, and trust me, it is so much more worth it, man. But that 30 ounce Ozark Trail tumbler is, well, like, Matt was saying in his video, Real Cobra Burnout, he was saying that literally you put the things completely side by side, ice in either one, put them beside a real Yeti, and supposedly the kicker is they have about the same kind of melt. And there's more videos on YouTube, and everybody is doing this thing, and they're putting them side by side, and they are doing all kinds of crazy stuff to see if there's any way to say that one is any better than the others. And there's actually one of the guys that actually still holds the patent on the Yeti brand, who's actually doing it as a lesser expensive version. Now, why am I going round about this thing? Well, mostly because I want to give kind of like a buddy love kind of thing. And I want to tell you guys about one of my buddies down in Florida. My friend Scott at Hydroprint Services does the dip. And man, let me tell you what, when he does a dip on these things, it looks bad. Now, I can tell you for a fact, folks, the times that I've been down there and he's done any kind of neon work, especially with the hydrographic type of stuff, put your eyes on it. It is just amazing, okay? I cannot tell you how cool it looks when he does the job, and when he gets done with it. The neon looks just effing phenomenal, okay? There's no other way to describe it. The problem is when you take a picture of it, it's kind of like that whole two-dimensional thing where it kind of gets flat and doesn't really show as well. To the human eyeball, it looks phenomenal. The picture will never, ever capture the depth, the pop, the presence, and the what have you of all the rest of that, just in-your-face kind of stuff. But I will tell you guys, if you contact him at 863-797-4CAMO or 863-797-4226, also known as HydroPrintServices.com. He will make these cups look, well, he'll make them look sick. If you go on his Facebook page, and I'll put the link down here as well. If you go on his Facebook page, man, you would not believe how badass his things work. And if you guys could use his services, trust me, you will not be unhappy. And he doesn't just do these cups. He also does rifles. He's got gunsmithing services. And trust me, anytime that you use HydroPrint Services, you will not be disappointed. He actually has done he did the multicam job on one of my Cavalry Arms lowers. And, dude, I got to tell you, man, it looks badass. You look on his website, you'll see examples. You look on his Facebook page, you'll see examples. And I try to definitely remember my friends here. He definitely did me a major solid with that hydroprint job he did on my Cavalry Arms, and I want to pay him due credit. It's been a while since I've talked about him, but Hydroprint Services down in Dundee, Florida, just outside of Tampa, man. You want to talk about some great work. Dude will definitely hook you up. Hydroprint Services on Facebook. All the good links and that stuff like that there. Also, my good friend, the Real Cobra Burnout. Definitely to be sure to check him out on his daily updates and stuff. But he put these Ozark trails right beside a real Yeti, and it was negligible, the difference, man. That thing still had very much about the same amount of ice after about 24 hours, and they are badass, man. The outside gets a little cool, but the ice inside really stays as ice. And the other thing, too, is even after all the ice melted, I walked over to it. She had the thing sitting on the counter. She told it some water, and I took a swig, and it was like, holy crap, dear. She goes, yeah, I know, it's still cold, isn't it? It's like, no, it's really cold. It's like just about a couple shades off of ice cold. She goes, yeah, I know, this thing's awesome. It's like, okay, well, I guess we got to get more of these things. So literally, if you guys are looking for the cheaper alternative to a Yeti, which is $40, which is just insane, go and get yourself one of these Ozark Trail guys over at Walmart. They are they're about 99.99999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999 bazillions of nines in lieu of being identical, if not the same effing thing from the same guys in China who are going, well, just slot a few out the door. Nobody's looking. Literally the same basic product, man. It works exactly the same in my book. And if you want to keep your drinks cold for a way extended period and you're tired of just, picking up the drink and just going, oh, it's warm now, this is the cure to that, okay? Now, the other thing, too, is also, I don't know how it does it, man. These things are ingenious. I don't know how they do it, but they know the difference between hot and cold. So they'll keep something hot just as long as they'll keep something cold. How they manage to keep that in, like, how they do things, I don't know. How you switch from hot to cold, man. These cups just know. They just know, okay? I don't know how, they just know. It's amazing. I also do remember my friend over here, HydroPrintServices.com, and I do appreciate your kind indulgences to check him out. Facebook, YouTube will be for me, but Facebook and his website will be for him. So I'm going to break open this one, folks. Also do definitely check out my buddy over here, Matt, over at Real Cobra Burnout. When you see some kind of cool stuff, I like to share stuff, and, well, I'm not afraid to share stuff, but I'm going to share stuff. And those Ozark Trail guys, for like 1/4, 1/3 the price, they work just as good. Don't get hammered on the price of one of these seriously kick-ass vacuum guys, because these things do keep your stuff hot and cold. How they do it, I don't know. All right, folks, I'm going to break up with this one. Eat good, keep it tendering as always, you know what, you love it. Oh, also one more thing. 9 o'clock tonight, see you guys also on my podcast. Hopefully the lungs are kind of functional. I'm not coughing up oysters and gack and all the rest of that nasty stuff. Hopefully I'm semi-functional. I can maintain myself for an hour show. We'll endeavor to do such. I'll see you guys later on, and thank you guys so much for tuning in and checking it out, and definitely sure check out my buddies here on, Hydroprint Services, and also over at around Real Cobra Burnout and all good stuff like that there, and we're going to break off on this one. Eat good, keep it tendering as always, you know and you love it. Oh, Hydroprint Services. How could you go wrong with that one? Oh, Real Cobra Burnout. Good times. See you guys.